Hi friends! Welcome to the world's largest tourist country where people from all over the globe come. This country produces 22% of the world's ships. Yes, today we are going to explore France, home to the world's most advanced technology ship, the French Rafale. How Pakistan embarrassed its pride, and what was once considered impossible became a reality. What proof is there? What makes this country the #1 tourist destination in the world? Has France always been this way? We will learn all of this in today's video. Let's set off on a magnificent journey through France. The official name of this country is the French Republic, but most people know it simply as France. France's total population is around 68 million. Ranking it 20th in the world by population, the country covers an area of 551,000 square kilometers, making it the 45th largest country in the world. It is also the largest country in the European Union. Most of the population lives in cities. 82% reside in urban areas, while only 18% live in rural villages. France shares borders with Belgium, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Spain, Italy, Germany, and England, as well as coastlines along the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. France is considered one of the most beautiful countries in the world, which is why it ranks first on the list of world tourist destinations. According to a 2024 report, 90 million people have visited this country. You can imagine France's beauty from these numbers alone. It is one of the most developed countries globally, with a GDP of $3 trillion, making it the 7th strongest economy in the world. The average annual income here is $48,000. A large Indian community lives in France, numbering around 120,000, while the Pakistani population is about 300. Most Pakistanis reside in Paris, Lyon, and Marseille. The biggest sector of France's economy is the tourism industry, which earns billions of dollars. Alongside tourism, the aviation industry is also very important. France sells aircraft worldwide, including fighter jets and passenger planes. Lately, you might have heard a lot about Pakistan shooting down Indian Rafale jets. That might sound like a small matter, but it's not. The Rafale fighter jets also come from France, made by the French company Dassault Aviation, the only company in the world that manufactures entire aircraft domestically. This company's fighter jets are considered among the most advanced in the world, known as 4.5 generation jets. France sells these jets to countries like Egypt, UAE, Greece, Indonesia, and India. The biggest current order is from the UAE for 80 jets. These are the most expensive jets in the world, costing about $100 million each. France's company was very proud that their jets were unbeatable. One major reason was that no one had ever destroyed one of these jets in combat. This is because the jets are equipped with a stealth system called Stealth, making the Rafale invisible to other aircraft. This means the jet cannot be detected on radar. It absorbs radar waves instead of reflecting them back, so other aircraft do not know where the jet is. This was the pride of the French company. However, on the night of May 7th, Pakistan did something that shocked the world. They made the impossible possible by using J-10C jets to shoot down the Rafale. This was the first time these Chinese-made jets were used in a war. Pakistan is the only country to have deployed them in combat so far. These jets do not have advanced stealth technology like the Rafale. This surprised the world. How the J-10C, lacking technology like the Rafales, managed to shoot down one of the most technologically advanced jets in the world. In this mission, Pakistan used PL-15 missiles mounted on the J-10C, capable of targeting up to 200 kilometers. Pakistan's J-10C jet has a single engine, while the Rafale has twin engines. After a dogfight between these two jets, the Rafale was destroyed. French intelligence has confirmed this as well. This is a proud moment for the Pakistani nation. To understand its significance, Reuters news agency reported that many countries worldwide, including the US, China, and European nations, want to learn from Pakistan how this dogfight was won by the Pakistani pilot. You can see the evidence on your screen. Another proof is that Rafale's company shares have plummeted, while shares in the Chinese J-10C aviation company have risen over 30%. This shows that pilot skill is more important than technology, a fact the world has now accepted. Despite this, some people still criticize their own military, which is hypocritical. During the Badr War, some hypocrites spread despair among Muslims, and even today, some play that role. Currently, Pakistan and China are jointly manufacturing the JF-17, with 58% produced in Pakistan and 42% in China. This war was partly a test of weaponry, where China and Pakistan have outperformed the world. Pakistan has even shot down Israeli drones, which is a great source of pride for Pakistanis. The currency used in this country is the euro, and the official language is French. You might be surprised to know that French is spoken in 29 countries worldwide. That's why it is said that besides English, one should learn French and Spanish to avoid language barriers in over 100 countries. One reason many tourists come to France is its pleasant climate. Neither too hot nor too cold. The capital of France is Paris, known as the most beautiful capital in the world, with Islamabad ranking second. Paris has a city population of 2.1 million, but including its suburbs, the population rises to about 12.4 million. It is one of the most densely populated urban areas in the world, with 20,000 people living per square kilometre. About 40% of French people do not follow any religion. 47% are Christian, 6% Muslim, and the rest belong to other faiths. France is the world's largest secular country, meaning no religion is given preference, and there is no distinction between men and women. This is why Islamophobia exists in France. In 2004, Muslim schoolgirls were banned from wearing hijabs. In 2010, niqabs were banned, with fines up to €150. In 2024, wearing abayas was also banned. Because of this Islamophobia, there have been repeated attempts to disrespect the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in France. France is also known for its permissiveness and nightlife, which is why Paris is called the City of Romance and the City of Lights. If you look at the city from above, you will see the entire city illuminated with lights. Most tourists visit Paris, and the city's most famous landmark is the Eiffel Tower. Every tourist coming to Paris visits it. The tower is a symbol of France, named after its engineer, Gustave Eiffel. It was built between 1887 and 1889 and stands 300 meters tall. You can take an elevator to the top for a spectacular view of all of Paris. Paris is also famous for its nightlife. People are out on the streets all night. Dance clubs and other entertainment venues remain open. If you visit Paris, make sure to see the Louvre Museum. If you spend just 30 seconds on each artwork, it will take you 100 days to see everything in the museum. If you like beaches, visit the city of Cannes in France, famous for its beautiful beaches. Once a small village, Cannes has now fully developed. Artworks are found all over the country. The Palace of Versailles is a prime example, located near Paris. It is very beautiful, with intricate architecture and art. Along with art, fashion, and culture, are highly visible throughout the country. The entire nation is filled with palaces. Much of France's architecture resembles that of Spain. Did you know 90 million people visit France annually? 40 million of whom come just to see Paris. Besides Paris, many tourists also visit Marseille, a port city known for its beauty, markets, and historic streets. France is known for its cleanliness in almost every city. There are many historic cities, and we will create separate series on each French city. On the northwest coast of France is a beautiful and historic city called Saint-Malo. It is famous for its narrow streets and breathtaking sea views. This city is built on a peninsula shaped like a key. Saint-Malo was settled during the Crusades era, and you can still see the history up close. The city is connected to mainland France by a single road surrounded by wet sand. Even today, if we closely look at the date, we can see that this city is connected to France by a road, around which there is wet sand. Friends, whenever the name of France comes up, the first thing that comes to mind is perfume. And it feels like perfume was invented in France, but that's not true. In the 15th century AD, no community except Muslims cared about cleanliness. People didn't even know how to bathe properly. France and the whole of Europe were ranked first in filth and stench, while Muslims kept themselves clean. Muslims bought jasmine flowers in Spain, from which they made fragrances. People from France came to Cordoba and learned how to make perfumes like attar from Muslims. They started using it all over the country to cover up their bad odor. Thanks to the invention of Muslims, the people of France eliminated their stench, and today France makes the world's most expensive perfumes. That's why Paris is also called the City of Fragrance. Many French brands are named after their cities, like Gucci, which is named after a village that is very historic and ancient. Friends, it's worth thinking. Has France always been this developed? The answer is no. The French Revolution changed its destiny. In the 18th century, a revolution came that overthrew King Louis's rule. At that time, a few people in France were rich, who ate 3 meals a day and lived luxuriously, while the majority were poor and didn't even have enough bread to eat. These poor people were also oppressed by the upper class. Many people gathered in front of the palace, raising cries for bread. The queen came out and said, "If the poor don't have bread, let them eat cake." In these circumstances, in 1779, a group rose up, set fire to the king's palace, and beheaded the rich. The king was crucified in front of thousands of people, and the queen, who said, "Let them eat cake," was locked in a 6x6 feet room. This revolution lasted until 1792, after which France's fate changed. Everyone was given equal rights, and today, France has a literacy rate of 99%, meaning everyone is educated. Education became the foundation for the country's progress, and infrastructure was greatly improved. France is also highly regarded for education. Some of the world's best universities are in France. The country has over 70 public universities, where tuition fees range from 250 to 2,000 euros. You can apply directly to universities or through third-party websites like Moonmaster, which is a French website. The link is in the description. France's most famous universities include the University of Paris and the PSL Research Center. Friends, while Paris looks beautiful above ground, beneath it lies a terrifying cemetery where 6 million bones are kept. The surprising thing is how these bones came in such a large number. It's called the catacombs. In the Roman Empire era, Paris was a village with a cemetery where many people were buried. In the 18th century, all the bones from this cemetery were collected, arranged underground in a design, and turned into a tourist attraction. Friends, to connect France and England, a 50-kilometer-long tunnel was built under the sea, linking France to England, where you can travel by both train and car. Friends, France is a Schengen country, so you need a Schengen visa to visit. Friends, this was our informative and interesting video. For today, please let us know in the comments how you liked the video. And to our new viewers, please don't forget to subscribe and like our channel.